We're looking at a different condition. Yesterday was cloudy, rainy.
Yeah.
Today looks completely different. But there are some changes moving in overnight, and that is what is unusual about my forecast here. Normally, I'm talking about rain during the day. Rarely, I'm talking about the rain developing and starting at night. But that's exactly what we're predicting for the rest of this evening. And right now you can see that some storm clouds are building over the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. The Sandia Mountains also seeing a little bit of cloud cover, but it is 77 degrees in the metro, about 21 mile per hour winds out there. But in terms of the rain that I'm starting to see develop, this is associated with some storms and a forcing mechanism that will allow these storms to form overnight. So this is especially critical for our friends in southwestern Colorado, especially Durango and Pagosa Springs, where right now there is an active flood watch. And a little bit more about that. The San Juan River in Pagosa Springs is at minor flooding. That is what they're seeing consistently right now. And you see all these other little checkpoints near Farmington and out toward Shiprock. Right now they're green, which means it's good, but they're running high. I mean, right now, we are technically at action stage for the Animas River and the San Juan River. This is based on measurements from a little bit earlier today, and that means that those rivers are at bank full water level, and that means that those river banks may be unstable. Right now, the Animas River at Farmington is showing that we're around, we're right at a little bit over 9 feet right there. That's just past action stage. It's not quite flood stage yet. And then the San Juan River at Shiprock showing 13.5 feet. And again, that's right at action stage, but not quite at flooding stage. So the threat there is going to be that any more rain that falls will be increasing that level of the river. And in fact, the storms that I am predicting tonight for north central New Mexico, some of those could turn severe. And we're talking about high wind and lightning and thunder, certainly some raucous storms, again, forming overnight into the early morning hours. By tomorrow afternoon, though, some drier air is going to start to sweep in from the west. This is in association with a cold front, which is really going to start to change things by Thursday. All that tropical moisture is out of here. The breezes will start to pick up by Thursday. And then by Friday, it's going to be reaching the first freeze of the year for many locations in the north and also in western portions of the state. You can see that for, well, most of New Mexico. As we get into the weekend, it's going to be sunny and cool. I am calling for some cold weather each morning, but that's mainly in those higher elevations in the northern portion of the state. So as we start looking toward southern New Mexico for tomorrow, I'm calling for, well, warmer weather and drier weather. And we're going to be reaching the low 80s in areas like Roswell with a 10% chance of rain on Thursday, but about upper 70s for Friday. For areas like Silver City, going to be hanging on to the 60s Thursday into Friday. Across the Northeast for tomorrow, going to be seeing some storm activity, not a huge amount. And you can see that the Northwest may also get some showers going by the afternoon. A 30% chance for Farmington. For Las Vegas, a lot of that 50% chance is for early in the morning. And that is going to be bringing in some of those strong storms to you. 59 degrees for your high in Red River, 74 tomorrow for Espanola. Again, very early morning storms. That's what this 60% chance is talking about for Santa Fe. And then we're going to be looking at a potential for some of those storms kind of scooting past the East Mountains into the early morning hours. We're talking 1, 2, 3 in the morning. And as we start looking toward most of the metro, we could get some of those stray thunderstorms. It's not the biggest chance in the world. We're about a 40% chance for this evening through tomorrow morning. Other than that, I'm calling for some cooler weather by Friday.